Hello, dear students. I am Assistant Professor Rushali Ahir, and today we are going to study your certificate course of Health and Environmental Awareness, in which we are going to start with your third chapter, Environmental Awareness. And in this lecture, we are going to study about definition and introduction to the environment. Now, when we deal with the environment is defined as the sum of total of the element, factors and conditions in the surrounding that may have an impact on the development actions or survival of an organism or a group of organisms such as we human beings. In simple words, environment is nothing but the sum of abiotic means non-living and biotic means living factors in the surrounding, which has its impact on the development of the other organisms, or it can also be defined as external surroundings and conditions which directly or indirectly affects the living organism. All the conditions which are included in our surrounding, it has a particular impact on the living organisms, then whether it may be plants or it may be animals. That impact shown by the surrounding is known as environment. So, as we have seen in the definition, environment consists of two factors. One is your biotic factor, means all the living components present on the surface of the earth, which may be your plants, animals, or different types of microorganisms, are included in the biotic factors. And second component which is consisted in the environment is your abiotic factor. These abiotic factors includes all the non-living components in the environment. Now, which are those non-living components or abiotic factors are all your nutrients, then different types of gases, water, minerals, then different types of energies released at each stage of cycle. These all are included in the abiotic factor, whereas your biotic components include different types of plants, then different types of animals, then they may be herbivorous or carnivorous. Also, they includes different types of microorganisms like fungi, bacteria, viruses, and so on. So, before understanding about the environmental awareness, one should know what is the relationship of the human being and the environment. So, here we will study about the man and environment relationship. Now, the human being or the man is the only living organism who is capable of modifying environment according to its need. मतलब यहाँ सिर्फ इंसान है जिसके पास नॉलेज होता है, जिसका यूज़ करके वो एनवायरनमेंट में मॉडिफिकेशंस कैरिड आउट कर सकता है डिपेंडिंग ऑन इट्स नीड. मीन्स फॉर एग्जाम्पल, he uses plants or cuts different types of trees for the purpose of shelter, for the purpose of food, or as a purpose of fuel. He uses the environmental components. Then he also uses cuts different types of animals for the purpose of nutrition or to gain the food, then leather, etc. and he uses these environmental components to increase his comforts at various levels. There is and due to this there is large number of deforestation, means forests are getting reduced, which have increased in the quantity of carbon dioxide in the environment, which have led to the harmful effect on the environment. Due to burning of forest, grass and crop waste, the pollution in the environment is also increasing day by day. And due to this, environment has been adversely affected due to the interference of the human beings with the environmental components. Now, human beings have started using different types of technologies for his comfort level. For example, for gaining different types of informations, for communication purpose, he have developed different types of equipments, for example your mobiles, laptops, etc., by due to which different types of harmful radiations are released in the environment, which have adversely affected the growth of various animals and birds. Then different types of biorelated and agricultural products have also been developed by using different types of technologies. Medicinal medical technology is there. Then manufacturing and construction purpose, for these construction purpose large number of deforestation is carried out, and in simple word the concrete jungles have developed in the areas where earlier were present. Then for the purpose of transportation, he is using different types of vehicles, which leads in the release of harmful gases in the environment. Then different types of energies and power plants have also been set by the human beings, due to which the heat and the air pollution is also increasing in the environment. And also nowadays the new technology known as nanotechnology have been developed, which also has an negative impact on the environment. Now negative impact, if we consider now, due to human activity in the environment, two types of impact have been developed in our surrounding, which includes your positive impact and second one is your negative impact. Now negative impact also includes two types. It may be direct impact or indirect negative impact, that we will study one by one. First we will see the positive impact of the human interference in the environment. Now the positive impact includes the waste treatment plants to reduce the pollution. Human beings have developed a different types of treatment plants. It may be primary treatment, secondary treatment or tertiary treatment. Due to the development of such waste treatment plants, it have helped to reduce the pollution from the environment. Second one is your electricity generation option and use of biofuels. Due to use of different types of windmills or wind turbines, it have the helped to reduce the need for the coal for the generation of the electricity, which have reduced the use of natural resources and produced electricity by causing less pollution. यहाँ हम क्या करते हैं, विंड मिल्स यूज़ करके, विंड टर्बाइंस यूज़ करके इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट करते हैं, जिसकी वजह से कोल या फिर नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज का यूज़ कम हो गया है, which have improved the environmental conditions. Then, for the purpose to improve the lifestyle and safety of human beings, there have been the science have developed various resources, for example sewage treatment, which helps in the removal of the waste products, which have greatly helped the environmental conditions to be improved. Then the second factor was your negative impact of the technologies developed by the human beings on the environment. Now, as we have discussed earlier, the negative impact may be your direct effect or indirect effect. Direct effect includes the accidents in the various industries. For example, different types of activities are carried out in the various industries. If any kind of accidents occur in those industries, then the harmful or toxic chemicals are released in the environment. Harmful gases are released in the environment, which leads to the air and water pollution. So, such kind of accidents directly adver- affects the environment in negative way. Or nuclear pollution. Now, various different types of nuclear bombs are developed, nuclear plants have been developed, and testing of those nuclear bombs have an impact on the environment by causing the volcanic eruption. Then, your indirect effect includes the use of fossil fuels causing air pollution, means burning of those fossil fuels cause the release of toxic gases in the environment, which leads to the air pollution. Greenhouse effect, acid rain, and global warming, means due to excess use of pesticides and fertilizers, there is decreasing in the fertility of soil. Technology have developed different types of fertilizers to increase the crop yield, but this fertility of soil has been decreasing day by day due to the use of various nuclear power plants and release of UV radiations in the environment, primarily cause the emission of CFC, means chlorofluorocarbon, through various equipments present at our household. For example, refrigerator, air conditioners are responsible for the release of chlorofluorocarbon in the environment, which have led in the depletion of the ozone layer. And due to the depletion of the ozone layer, the temperature in the atmosphere is increasing, which have led to the global warming. And due to the global warming, the ice in the Antarctic region have started melting, which have led to the increase in the level of seawater, which have disturbed the areas around the coastal regions. As we have discussed earlier, the testing of the atomic bomb have also caused the volcanoes and the earthquakes. So this was all about the positive and negative impact of the human interruptions in the environment, or the use of technologies by the human beings in the environment. In the next lecture, we will study about the scopes of environmental studies. Thank you.